What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. It's a great day to buy the dip, I guess, because, wow, everything came crashing down. Stock market, heavily in the red. Crypto, heavily in the red. Silver and gold, down, but still strongly in the green. Very defensive. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos. And make sure to follow me on Instagram for some coin photography, TikTok for some little video snippets, and of course, X, where the party's at for all of my thoughts on precious metals, business, stocks, real estate, AI, memes, the list goes on. At Mykie DYDSS across all platforms, or my socials will be linked in the description. I will also be linking in the description some Amazon affiliate links. If you need any silver or gold or stacking supplies, it'll all be right down there for your convenience. And of course, last but certainly not least, it's 2025. If you are still not a member of the Precious Metals VIP Club, you are doing yourself a disservice. It is a digital lounge for stackers and people that care about their finances. You get early access to all of my videos, commercial-free access to all of my videos because it's off of YouTube, and from time to time you get some bonus content. VIP Club link in the description. All right, so in today's video, we got to talk about a couple of different things. We got to talk about what's going on in the markets. Now, I do apologize if the audio is a little bit awkward in the background. I'm actually filming this video, believe it or not, or the audio of this video in the parking lot outside of work. I'm sitting in the car right now. And it's one of those things. I have the whole parking lot to myself, and this, brainiac decided to pull into the parking lot and go directly beside me. So I got to deal with that guy over here. But anyway, we have quite a bit going on right now, and I'm filming this video on Sunday. Not a tremendous amount of market activity goes on during the weekend, obviously, but where we closed off on Friday still plays a role. This video is going to be coming out on Monday, holiday, markets closed, so it's still going to be relevant. The stock market on Friday, October 10th, 2025, about halfway through the day between, 10 and 12, the stock market fell. And not only did it fall, it fell fast and it fell hard. I mean, I'm going to put this up on the screen right here. You can see a sharp decline. This is a 1-week chart for the S&P 500. A sharp decline halfway through the final trading day of the week, and the S&P for the week closed down slightly over 2.5%. That's a heavy red day, heavy red week for the S&P 500. In addition to the stock market, we can also quickly take a look at Bitcoin, which is officially down 10% in the last week, exactly 10% in the last week. Which is interesting because if you follow me on X, you would have already known this, but that means Bitcoin is officially in correction territory. That's right. A correction, by definition, is a decline of 10% or more from recent highs. Bitcoin's recent high was over $125,000, and it is now below $110,000 with a decline of over $12,000 in the last week, or should I say in the last 2 days, because that's when things really started to decline. 10%. That is a correction. Is a bear market on the horizon? Only time will tell. I have a feeling probably not. I do believe that Bitcoin will be back on the rise. I do believe that the stock market will be back on the rise. And I do believe that silver and gold will be back on the rise. Now, speaking of silver and gold, let's talk about how silver and gold performed. Silver and gold on the day that the market closed, silver closed at $49.89. Earlier in the day, it was above $50, but look at that right there. It still closed in the green. Deeply in the green. We were down a little bit from that day's high, but we still closed up 1.94%. Silver is holding its own. just a hair below the $50 an ounce mark. Gold, $4,016.40. Similar to silver, was a little bit higher earlier in the day. We saw a little bit of a decline, but still closed up over 1% on the day. And that's with taking in a little teeny tiny bit of punishment. Gold still over $4,000 per troy ounce. The precious metals, at least this past week, have been very, very defensive. And I personally believe that moving forward, see, the market's going to be closed on Monday, Columbus Day. That's when this video is going to be coming out, actually. Market will be closed, so we're going to get a little bit more information come Tuesday morning. By the time you're watching this, tomorrow morning. That's when we're going to get a little bit more insight. That's when we're going to get a little bit more information. That's when the details are going to release, we'll say, in terms of the stock market, in terms of the precious metals. I do believe we're going to be back moving in an upward direction. I personally believe we're going to see silver back over 50. I personally believe we're going to see gold back over $4,100. And I do believe that the stock market is going to make a fairly quick turnaround. And I do believe that Bitcoin will be either back to where it was or close to where it was over the next couple of days. I think we're going to see a nice little turnaround. But if we don't, if I'm wrong, then that just means that the buy the dip opportunity will continue presenting itself, and we will be able to accumulate more future wealth, future riches at a discounted price. As I said earlier in the video, if you follow me on X, which you should, at Mykie DYDSS, if you follow me on X, you already know this, but I posted a couple of days ago. This was before things started to decline. This was closer to the highs. The stock market is up, or should I say was up, 14% year to date. Bitcoin up 31% year to date. Gold up 52% year to date. Silver up 68% year to date. And as the post says, congratulations to everyone in the realm of finance that has been stacking and or investing for such a massively successful year so far. That said, across the board, we are all tremendously in the green. With the very, very red week we saw last week, just a couple of days ago, we are still sky high. We need to not allow recency bias to control our behavior. We can't look at a 2.5% decline in the stock market last week, a 10% decline in Bitcoin last week, or silver falling down 15 cents, or gold falling down $30. We can't let that happen and cause us to think to ourselves, oh my God, it's the end of the world. No. Maybe, just maybe, a buying opportunity is presenting itself to us. I don't want to say the calm before the storm, a little bit of a decline before the storm, for lack of better verbiage. Maybe, just maybe, we will end the year. It's mid-October, by the way. We still have a little bit of time, obviously. But over the next month and a half, we may see silver $55, $60. We don't know. We may see gold $42, $43, $4,400 an ounce. We might see the S&P 500 up another 5%. We may see Bitcoin at another new all-time high. This is all-time highs across the board, by the way. If you exclude the little decline that we saw a couple of days ago, the S&P 500, Bitcoin, gold, and silver are all looking at all-time highs. Or they all were up until 48 hours ago, but you get my point. That climb, I believe, will continue. You're going to see this no matter what. The markets can have the best year ever and still see pullbacks, corrections along the way. 10 steps up, 2 steps down, 3 steps up, 1 step down, 7 steps up, 3 steps down, 5 steps up, 1 step down. Yeah, there's ups and downs along the way, but that overall trajectory is moving in an upward direction. And that's what we've been looking at this entire year. One bad week does not define an excellent year. One difficult week does not represent a tremendous year. The buy the dip opportunity might be presenting itself to us. I'm buying the dip. I'm excited about it. I don't mind. I'm not fazed. Want to know why? Because in 25 years, today will not matter. But in 25 years, some of the action that we're taking today may play a huge role in our future success. Just something to think about. Just something to talk about. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. What are your thoughts on everything going on in the markets right now? Do you think we're going to see more red this week? Do you think we're going to be back in the green this week? Head on down to the comments and let me know. If you guys like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, subscribe to my second channel for bonus videos, and make sure to follow me on Instagram for some coin photography, TikTok for some little video snippets, and of course X, where the party's at, for all of my thoughts related to precious metals, business, stocks, real estate, AI, memes, the list goes on. At Mykie DYDSS across all platforms, or the links will be in the description, along with some Amazon affiliate links just in case you need some prepping or stacking supplies. I'll leave those in the description for your convenience. And last but certainly not least, make sure to come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club. If you're not a VIP Club member by this point, you are doing yourself a disservice. It's a digital lounge for the stackers and for the people that care about their finances. Get early access to every single one of my videos, commercial-free access to every single one of my videos, and from time to time you get some bonus, exclusive, VIP-only content. Link will be in the description. Come and hang out with us. And of course, friendly reminder, head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.